didn't watch the last video, you might not know this, but this is pretty much happy anniversary for me. Yes, this is about the 1 year mark of when I started this channel. Yay! Don't know the exact date. I probably could go back and look at the first video and possibly see a date. I don't know. I just haven't. I just know it was around the beginning of August or so. So with that, we're going to have some special things at the end of the video. So stay with us, or at least if you want to, you could fast forward through the end, but hopefully you'll stay through the whole video and see the fun that we have. I'm going to start off by saying, as I said hello, but welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you've joined me and that you're here to go through some things that are going on in my life. There's been a lot happening in the last 2 weeks, and a lot that's going to come up here in the next, I think. Going to be kind of busy. So I'm going to start off with some fun stuff first. It's not stitching related. It's just fun and silly. So I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who watch Friends. I watch Friends all the time. I know most of the episodes. I could probably tell you what was going on. Say some of the lines, if not all the lines, you know, that kind of thing. I watch it a lot. And there was one in there, and I don't remember what they call the episode, but it's when Phoebe runs. Very funny. So she tries Jennifer Aniston's character, man, I can talk today. Rachel lives with her at that time and invites her to go running, and Rachel has no idea how Phoebe runs. So afterwards, she's describing it as, it's like a cross between Kermit the Frog and the $6 Million Man. So very funny. If you watch Friends, you know probably what I'm talking about. If you don't, that kind of gives you a little description. Well, every Friday, our best friends, which we have been friends for 30 years, which, just as a side note, if you've got friends that are lifelong friends or very long-term friends, what a blessing, because these friends have been a blessing through thick and thin, through moving. We moved out to Minnesota for quite a while. They moved to Mississippi for 3 years during that time that we lived out there. And we've stayed friends through this whole thing. And now that we've moved back here, we have Friday night date night with them. So every Friday, unless somebody happens to be out of town or relatives are coming into town to visit them, we have Friday night date night with them. It's been a lot of fun. So not this last Friday, a few days ago, but the one before, we had to stop at Target to get something during the date night. And I don't know why, but my friend brought up, you know that episode where Phoebe runs really funny? Let's do that. She's kind of crazy like I am, but I did not expect that to come out, especially to do that in front of, you know. So we get out of the truck, and her and I run like Phoebe part of the way down the parking lot. Arms are going, legs are going, the whole thing. We were dying of laughter. And her husband says, "You two have to stay in the truck," jokingly, but and my husband, I think he pretty much just pretended we didn't exist. Okay, so let's get on to, there's so many things I'm trying to think what we're doing. In case you didn't notice, I'm wearing my beach necklace here, my pretty one, in honor of the fact that I am going to be going to the beach. I actually leave tomorrow. Going camping. We'll be camping 3 nights. So I am really looking forward to this. It's with our church. Everybody has their own individual sites, but we're all going at the same time. And nobody's going with me. I'm going to go by myself, and I'm going to enjoy myself the whole time. Yeah. My family's not into camping anymore. We did it when the kids were younger and, you know, get them out in nature and whatever, and nobody is choosing to do that anymore. They all want to be done with it, except me. So I will take my kayak, I will take my bike, I will take all the things and enjoy myself. So, Beach Nicholas in honor of that. Let's get to some stitching stuff now that we've talked about some other things, and then I will cover more things that have gone on. I have done in the last 2 weeks, I've worked on 2 projects. So I had a little bit of time to work on one, and then I picked up another one here to start my next 10 days. So the one that I had been working on, I've showed you this, I believe, in the last, well, maybe I didn't. I can't remember if I showed you this or not. 3 tulips. Cute, cute. I believe I have a pic of it, a little short video pic of what I did before I started working on it in this time. So I'll put that in here. This is what I have accomplished with it. Quite a bit. So I pretty much had the rabbit outlined and a leaf done. And that was about it. That was what was before. So now I've finished filling in the rabbit, and I didn't just go cross back and forth here. I outlined him, which you could see in the video, and then I continued to do the outline as I filled in. So it gave it movement like the rabbit's fur, the direction it would sit. I didn't do that with anything else. I pretty much went back and forth for everything else. So the tulips are, the leaves, everything else, and the pot. I'm going to do that because a lot of times you have stray Asian in pots, and that's what it would look like anyway. So yeah, did quite a bit on this. One thing I will point out is inside the rabbit's ears. So you can see some pink inside this rabbit ear. You can't really see it in this ear. It's because the floss that they tell you to use is kind of a pink and tan or creamy color. So it variegates. And I don't know, I just wasn't paying attention or wasn't worried about it or whatever, but obviously started with tan over here. And by the time down at the very bottom, closer to his head, it does start to turn pink a little bit. And then I pick it up and continue on into that ear. And so it shows up a lot more in that second ear. But yeah, it just doesn't really show up in that one ear, which is okay. I'm not going to pick it out and be fussy about the floss that's in there. Got some of the lettering done, the alphabet. But yeah, this won't take too much longer to finish. I don't have, there's a little bit of letters over on this side. Obviously the rest of the urn, the pot, whatever that's down here, and a few letters down here. I think there's a bird over here somewhere too, as well. And that'll be it. So it won't take very long to finish this up. That'll be done pretty quick. Then the next thing I picked up was this. Self Medicated. Yeah, very cute. Doesn't that tell us, that just describes all of us, isn't that right? Yeah. I love the statement in this. I love the design of the house or houses, but there's a lot I didn't care for. So, except for probably 2 or 3 colors, I changed everything. So I dyed my own fabric so it looks more like this, because I like this one better than what this called for. Changed the houses, the color of the houses, changed this whatever. I'm going to keep these flowers down here. I'm using the same color for the lettering in here, but the flowers in here, there's one color that I kept. The rest I changed, including the grass. The X's between the rows here, I'm going to change that color because I'm not really into I don't want the pinkiness of it, the cutesy pinky. I want it to look a little bit different than that. I don't mind the pinky in here because it's flowers. I did try to stick with more muted colors, I guess. So if it was a really bright pink, I muted it down. I toned it down a little bit so it was still a pink. It just wasn't that really bright pink color. So I changed it. In fact, you can't even see the chart really, but you can see all my notes changed a lot. So show you what I've done. Let me get this behind it in case it's gonna get backlit. There it is. Ah, it is so cute. So the houses, clearly the blue house is not the color in the chart. The other house, I kept the stripes, but I changed it to brown, so it was more like a real log cabin look. Changed the colors of the doors, everything. The chimney, stovepipes, grass, the fence. I changed the fence color. It's probably similar, but I wanted it a little bit more, instead of yellow, I wanted it more of a white or an off-white instead of an actual yellow look to it. But yeah, I changed everything. The lettering I used down here for the whatever, I got out of here. I just have a big old book of alphabets. This book's a little dated. It's clearly more back in the 80s, 90s or whatever. So it's got a lot of those styles. So the bears and things like that on it. It's got a lot that are still okay, but it kind of limited me to what I used. So this is the alphabet I ended up using for that. I changed, if it kind of had a little half stitch at the top of a letter, I didn't put that in, so I left it pretty blocky. But I like it because it's more the style I like, and it shows up better. I don't know if you can see in this one, the whatever doesn't show up as well because you've got that border around it, and it just kind of blends in a little bit more than what I want. So I want the whatever to stand out. So I did. So yeah, I am very, very, very happy with how it is turning out. And I don't have a before pic for this. The only thing I had done before was, I think, something like this line across here. That was it. So I've done all of this and all of this in about 3 days. So I don't even know if this is going to take me a full 10 to finish it. The only hang up that will keep me from finishing, I'm going to take this when I go camping so that I can, if I've got some downtime and I just want to sit and relax and do that, then I'll be able to work on it. So I don't know how much I'll get done while I'm camping. As you can see, there's not a lot to do. The other problem is one of the flowers. So the flowers down here, I'm keeping, I think, a lot of the same color for these purpley ones. One of the colors is 333 for DMC. And I can't find, if I have one, I can't find it. I have been to 2 Joann stores and they don't have it. They're out. I haven't had a chance to go to any other stores because I just picked this up, less than a week ago. So I haven't had a chance to get to more stores to see if somebody else has it. So that may be the hang up if, and I don't even have it. I like having it in person to see if it's going to work with the color scheme I want, because that's what I did when I changed all the other stuff, is I made sure all the colors were going to work together and they weren't standing out horrifically. So if this color, which I know is like a dark grapey color, if it's going to work with all of this, then I'll use it. But if I finish this while I'm camping, I'm not going to be able to finish that aspect of it until I get the 333. That may be the only hang up of finishing it, but I think I'm going to be able to within this 10 days. So those were the 2 things that I worked on for stitching related. I think I'm going to grab another project to take with me for camping in case I do finish stuff, depending on how fast and how much time I'm going to be able to work on that. Then give me something else to do. but I don't know what it is yet. I wanted something simple and easy. With that one, I don't need a magnifier to see the squares to be able to stitch, which is great for camping. So I need to find something that's going to be simple like that to take if I have it. That's what I need to do. And if I have time, because I'm leaving tomorrow. And tomorrow is like pack the car day and do everything. So I have to be able to get all that stuff ready today. All right, some more fun stuff. We had, if you follow me on Instagram and you watched my stories, we had some fun stuff going on just a little over a week ago on Saturday. Every year, the city, this little city that I live in, which is only about 2,500 people, so it's not huge. They have like their Founders Day celebration kind of thing. I haven't gone to it before, so I don't exactly know all of what they do. But I think we have a little 1-block park, block by block square park that has a little bandstand in it. And during the summer, every Friday night, they were showing movies. I think. No, that was a church down the way. They would have a band. That's what it was. There was a band that would play every Friday night. Now, during this Founders celebration thing, I'm guessing they might have had bands that they would have and that would play during that. As I said, since I haven't been there to one, I'm not entirely sure. But because of everything going on, they couldn't have the Founders celebration like they normally would, so they modified it a little bit. So because they couldn't have this normal get-together that they would have, the bands, if there was normally band schedules for it, they decided to put them on flatbed trailers, and pickup trucks would tow them around the town and they would play their music. At one band, there were nine bands that went through town. They were kind of cordoned off into different areas of the town, so they weren't all in one spot at once, and then they were supposed to rotate into these different areas. It was so cool. At one point, I took my rocking chair out onto my little front porch area and just sat and waited for the next one to come by and listen to them, because a lot of times they would go right down our street. So it was awesome. I do have, and the fun thing they called it was Bands on the Run. Kind of harken back to the Beatles, but yes. I've got a video, a couple little they're short videos that I will show you of some of those bands, just a few of those bands. I'm not going to make it very long, so that if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. It was kind of fun. So I wanted to show you what that kind of was like as we got to listen to them.
And it is to us, the king is gone, but he's not back. All I
One other thing before I get into our anniversary stuff. I've been very busy. Last week, it was uber hot out here. I think across the nation, a lot of places, it was hot. So we're talking upper 90s, maybe even 100 degrees. So it was a bit warm. So it made it really hard to be able to go outside and do stuff. So I planned on doing what I needed, different things done inside. And so I've been busy sewing away and working away. So I have started making things that I'm going to put on my Instagram selling site. They won't necessarily, even though my Instagram site is named bags by Wendy. There'll be some other things on there besides bags, and not necessarily stitching related, but if you're looking for stuff, you might find something. I don't know, our little town does a like craft fair at the beginning, maybe close mid-December. I don't know if they're going to do that this year. So the stuff may have to go on my selling site or whatever, word of mouth, for me to sell it. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I've been making. Maybe you're going to be interested and contact me and want to get these. I'm not going to list a price right now. I probably won't even have it on my selling site until I come back from camping, because there's just too much going on for me to do it right now. So one of the things I'm making these are gift card holders. So they're nice little gift card holders. So flowery type stuff here. This is more like, you know, bon voyage, travel, enjoy your journey kind of thing. So there's lots of different little things, little extras on there. And so these slide off, and then you've got your little holder in here. And what I'm also going to add with it is something like this. And what this will be is a place to write a little note. So you can write your note this way or whatever, and then you would just wrap it around the card. I mean, you'd crease it, but I don't want to crease this one. So wrap it around the card, and then put the whole card inside with this wrapped around it, inside this, and then slide this back on it. So that's one of the things that I've got on here that I will be selling. Some other things. These are cute. These things. These, obviously, I have a crayon book, coloring book, and some crayons, little pockets for all these crayons. Obviously, they're geared for kids. You could put whatever you wanted in this. This could be, if somebody wanted an adult one, I could make it more adult friendly so that you could put like colored pencils or markers in here and carry one of those adult coloring books. I could do that. Somebody just would need to let me know that they wanted it. It's solid on the back, except for this trim part. So yeah, I've got lots of them. So I've got little spaceship ones, butterfly ones, kitties, a little sea life. I've got a bunch more upstairs. I think there's a shark one. There's some googly monster ones, some silly monster ones, puppy dogs, cupcakes. So I've got more that I'm making, just to get all of those to show you ready. So yeah, those will be fun in case somebody wants those. Another thing that I am making, I've not heard of these things before. You all may have heard of these. This is something new to me. I'm really glad I did see this, because I kind of want some for myself. They're called bowl, B-O-W-L, koozies. So it's basically this, that you put a bowl in. And then when you heat it up or whatever, your bowl gets too hot to hold, you can take it out like this instead of burning your fingers. Yeah, that is a really good thing. I really, really like these. So this is the B one. I've got several right now, and I've got a bunch of material to make more. So I've got a blue flowery one. Halloween. Got a Halloween one. And then I've got more food related ones. I thought, well, you're probably heating up food. Why not make some food ones? So we got the chef doing his little thing. I've got, appropriate for right now what I'm doing, campfire stuff. And then barbecue, kind of a barbecue type look. So I will have those as well. Those are really cute. I'm going to have to definitely make some for myself. The other thing I made, and I'm actually going to put in a video on it because it there's too many to show you to try and do it right here in front of you. So I'm going to insert a little video real quick of that. Here are the cards that I've made so far. I am hopefully going to continue finding more things to photograph and I can make cards with. They will all be blank inside, so you can write whatever you want. I'll give you a little bit of a closer shot of these, but not super close because it would just take too long to go through all of them. But very pretty flowers mostly. There's a few other things as well. Some kind of landscape stuff as well. But I am going to have these on my Instagram site so that you'll be able to see them. I'll show you a picture, a real close-up one here. So they're just going to be plain inside, as I mentioned. But they're just lovely cards. And what I will probably do is let people pick like 4 cards. They'll come with envelopes. 4 cards for their set. If they want to make a bigger set, they can. But a lot of times when you get sets, you get so many that you're not going to use that many. You just need a few to maybe write a little note to somebody. And that's all you need. It's just a few. So I'm not going to make them big sets so that you can have smaller ones if you want. And yes, those were all taken by me. They're all pictures of things outside, as well as like these were more inside type of things. So those will be on there as well. So now we're going to jump to the happy anniversary part. So this is going to be my giveaways. And I have quite a few that I'm going to do. Just lovely celebration, and you can all celebrate with me. If you are interested in having one of these prizes, put your name in for the drawing for each of these prizes. I will probably draw for these in the video that I do in 2 weeks. So hopefully you will have seen this video before that time. You will also have, I will give you some kind of, you'll need to tell me, if you put in the comments, I would like, remember, don't say giveaway or prize or anything like that, because we don't want the trollers to find stuff like this. So you will need to put in there, I would like, and then list which things, it can be multiple things. It doesn't have to be, you don't just have to limit it to one, but you will only get one prize. So if you put your name in for several, then if your name comes up, then you won't be eligible to get the other ones. Okay, so the first prize that I'm going to do is some of my cards. So I'm going to show you these, even though I didn't show them up real close in the video, I will show you them now because you'll get to pick which 4 you would like. So let me move those down. So I kind of showed you that one. Buttons. So this one is kind of like an embroidery one. Buttons. Cross stitch. This one is kind of got a variety of things, so I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we're going to call that one. Then we have, our sewing machine one. We have, let me see how we got this here. Our scissors. I'm going to say scissors on this one, even though it's got thread, because we also have our thread. Trying to get the glare off there. So those will be one of the prizes. So you can list that I would like the cards, if you would like that one. Another thing that I'm going to give away is, let me see which way this kind of goes up. I don't know if it has a specific way, is a needle minder. This is a pretty little needle minder. You can see it's not horribly big. You can compare it to my finger. So you can put in there, I would like the needle minder. And it is made with the safe magnets, so you're okay with putting it on your fabric. Alrighty, and I've got a couple of patterns that I would like to use to give out. And one is the happy dance. This is so sweet and so cute. So cute. So this is, I don't know if I can see, oh, Samsara, in case you're into those. So I wanted something cute. And then, so I would like happy dance. This will be that one. And something a little bit more of the muted colors, in case you're wanting more of this kind of look to it. Is this Brenda Gervais? I don't see it. Looks like it. Anyway, this is the Christmas tea, the little mice. So if you just want to put, I would like Christmas, or you could put the Christmas tea. You could say the whole word, the whole title of it. But Christmas will be enough because I'll know you want this one. All right, and then the last one that I want to give away, the big one, the biggie, is this. Yeah, it's a 14 by 14 project bag, and I have a grime guard to go with it. Now, if you've gotten my bags before, you know that I usually have a zipper pull on it. I just didn't get a chance to do one, so I probably won't put a zipper pull on this. I'm sure there's lots of people who just don't care if they have zipper pulls, or if they want one, they've, you know, there's lots of them out there. Whether it's the ones for the scissor fobs or whatever, you could add whatever you wanted to it. So now this grime guard is made to fit an 8x8 or equivalent size hoop, whatever you've got. If you really don't use 8x8 and you'd prefer to have a different size, I will make one because I can always sell this one then. You would just have to let me know. So that is one thing that I will change if needed. So here we are. So I would like the project bag. That's what you'll need to say. So with that, happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Anyway, I hope you all are having a good summer. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, I hope your winter's going well and it's not bogging you down too much. On the East Coast, hopefully none of the hurricanes and bad weather is hitting you, or if it is, that you're being safe. Yeah, it's summer for most of us. I'm enjoying it, loving it. I'm already thinking summer's coming to an end. What am I going to quickly finish outside? But anyway, I hope you're having a great day and that you continue to have many more to come. And with that, I will say goodbye and thank you for watching all of this if you did, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.